Hi, it's Ken Ham, President of Answers in Genesis Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter. Today is a really big day. We're actually having the ribbon cutting for the Ark Encounter. The first day open to the public is July 7th, but today's actually the ribbon cutting. And that happens this morning. We're going to go live at 10:40 Eastern Standard Time here in the USA on my Facebook, so I wanted to tell you about that so you can watch the ribbon cutting live. I know people in Australia, you're going to have to get out of bed, 1:15 in the morning in Queensland if you want to watch it. And I know some people have said that they're going to do that. But we're here this morning and it's about 20 to 7, so about 6:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Over here, local channel Fox 19 is already here doing live broadcasts. And then back over to my left, we have the ABC station, and they're doing local broadcasts and making the broadcasts available to the network. We see here that we have one of the shuttle buses, I think maybe the first shuttle bus this morning to arrive, except for staff. And we're expecting about 7,000 people today. 7,000 people who will be here for the ribbon cutting. They're our supporters who are able to come, who help financially be able to get this place built with us. You can see behind me, they were doing work right up until the last moment this morning. As we see them taking this lift away here, there's still a little bit of other heavy equipment here that they'll be taking away too. And of course we will continue to add to this place, and it'll continue to mature and continue to grow. We'll continue to add things. I can see the lights on in the restaurant at the back behind the tent over there. That restaurant, it's a 1,500 seat restaurant. We're not going to be cooking in the restaurant today. We have all brand new staff and they'll be just getting things ready. But people will be able to go in the restaurant to eat their lunch today. We have other food that's coming in for people today. But that 1,500 seat restaurant is an exhibit in itself. The way it's built with the big heavy timbers, but inside a world-class taxidermy display. So you can see the Ark behind me. If we look a bit further over, you can see the stage. They're going to be raising up the big digital screen soon, and that digital screen, you can see it from all around here. We're in front of the Ark. I was through there last night looking at the exhibits. The exhibits, I've taken people through, men and women who are in tears when they see what is happening here. This is Christians presenting the Christian message to the world in a way it's never been done before. And the exhibits are so astounding, I can't even begin to explain them to you. We see some of the tents over here for some of our guests. Let's walk over here and have a look at the flags. I want to show you these because we did a mailing and sent out flags and told people if they signed their flag and sent it back in, we'd put it out for them. And I just wanted you to see over here that there's 30,000 flags, 30,000 flags that were put out by our staff and volunteers. And so as people come up the hill today, as they come on up the hill, they will be able to then see these flags right when they come around the corner there and see the Ark. I've been in that bus with people who for the first time come up that hill, they come around the corner, then they see the Ark there and they just gasp. You hear things like, you hear words like, wow. And they really do gasp. These are the flags that you can see here. Our staff and volunteers have done a wonderful job of putting these out. So those of you who signed flags and sent them back in, they're here somewhere. And as we look at these, there we had some big storms through the last couple of days. Another lot of storms last night. If you go to my previous Facebook post, I just posted just before we went live. I would say it's the most beautiful photo I have ever seen of the Ark. One of our photographers, in fact it's a supporter of ours, came in specially to photograph the Ark for us and what's happening today. He was here last night at sunset, and just because of the clouds and the storms had gone through and the sun, the most glorious picture I have ever seen of the Ark. So I would encourage you to go to my previous Facebook post and look at that photograph and share it with people and tell them to come visit the Ark. Let's walk down here just a little bit. Again, you see the 2 television stations that are live right there. We know of some other major networks that are coming in to be live from here this week. And I never listed them all because sometimes there can be changes at the last minute. But I'll be going live on satellite for TV and radio tomorrow from inside the Ark, and we're going to have a satellite truck outside the Ark, and that'll be on, I know I've got, like, the last I saw was over 30 back-to-back interviews. There may be even more than that by now. And we're having a press conference this morning here at 10:15 actually. That's not going to be broadcast live, but we'll do a press conference, and then at 10:40 we'll go live so that you can see the proceedings here. Can you imagine, see these tents here with these chairs, but people standing here on the road, all around the front of the Ark and all over the other side that we see there. Can you imagine 7,000 people packed in here this morning, and they'll be coming probably, well, it could be the largest gathering of people in Williamstown in a long time. Williamstown is a great little city here, and people are wonderful, they're friendly, and the county here, Grant County and the city of Williamstown, so want this here. They've been so cooperative to work with, and this is going to be a great economic boost. It already has been, and you know, the number of jobs that this has already created is quite astounding. If you look over there now, yes, you can see the restaurant. It's a beautiful restaurant, very iconic building in itself, built out of big timbers, the big heavy timbers you see inside. It's all themed, it's just like the Ark in that sense. You're walking there, you see these big timbers, and the chairs are even made out of special sort of wood. And then the taxidermy display is astounding, absolutely astounding. So as we look here, you see the main stage over here, Ark Encounter ribbon cutting, and there's a big digital screen. They'll raise that digital screen up here. They're just starting to, the stage crew are just here. We hired a special stage crew who are professionals at doing this, and come in, and there's a couple of really special singers today as well for the ribbon cutting ceremony. And then we have a number of different music groups. Some of you might have heard of the Collingsworths, and but there's different style, different sort of music groups here today, and they'll be performing throughout the day for people. You see the clouds starting to break up. Actually saw a little bit of blue sky before, so what we will do, let's walk back over here. You can see the cameraman there too, and might be able to focus in on him, zoom in on him. And there's another one on the other side there as they're doing some live TV from the Ark. Here comes a bus, one of our shuttle buses, right behind them. So there's a nice sight as one of our shuttle buses comes in right behind the two television stations that are broadcasting live. So let's walk back over here to the platform, the viewing platform in front of the lake. It's interesting, because of the rain, they had hydro-seeded around the lake here. I can't believe how fast that grass has started to grow already. Okay, looks like we're getting more and more of our shuttles underway here. We have 11 of these shuttle buses actually, built in California. Then they drove them out from California. I saw somebody on my Facebook page last night who saw one, I think they said in Arkansas, took a photo of the back of it as it was coming around. So this is the Channel 9 ABC station, and I know they're making these broadcasts available on their network. And then we have the local Fox 19 over here as well. So basically I just wanted to do a fairly short live broadcast today, just so that you get the idea of what's going on. So come back at 10:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will broadcast live here. It's a very special ceremony. There's chauffeurs that'll be playing, the local Williamstown Grant County band. We have some special singers. I know one's going to be singing Amazing Grace, another one's going to be singing How Great Thou Art. And we have a special ceremony and all sorts of things that are happening for the ribbon cutting. So we're here on a cloudy morning as storms, rain had gone through. The skies are now clearing as the last of these clouds go through. I believe God is granting us grace here today for a very special day for all of our special supporters. 43,000 families actually donated to the ARC project. So as we watch this next shuttle bus come in here, and then I'll sign off from being here in Williamstown, Kentucky, Ark Encounter. Go to arkencounter.com, arkencounter.com for all the details, arkencounter.com. I believe we're going to have thousands upon thousands of people, hundreds of thousands, actually millions. The projection is up to 2 million a year. I think we're going to be blown out of the water by how many people we're going to have. So there we are. We'll finish off live here from Williamstown. Come back at 10:40 for the live broadcast of the ribbon cutting. Open to the public July 7, but the ribbon cutting for our supporters is today.